It's a Pennsylvania rye, but does it bring the spice? Welcome to the tasting room, where we drink adult beverages and judge them. Wow, that was intense. I'm Brian.
I'm Terica.
And today we're drinking Rittenhouse Rye Bottled in Bond. Now, if you're curious what bottled in bond means, I was too. I kind of had an idea, but it means it's been bottled and kept in a government warehouse or watched warehouse or controlled or something for 4 years. And it has to be distilled in one season by one distiller and 100 proof, or exactly 50% ABV. I found that to be interesting because you know what this is? This is the closest thing to a single malt we have in American whiskeys. That's exactly what it is. And it's not the same exactly, but it's the closest thing we have, I think.
Now, we have tried in the past a few different variations of bottled and bond from different companies. And the majority, they were quite nice.
They're pretty good, yeah. It's usually considered a higher quality when you get down to it. The little tab broke off when I was trying to.
It's all right. Yeah. It's all right.
Oh, it's a screw cap. Guys, no cork? Really? Really?
Aww.
That's disappointing. I mean, does it ruin the experience? No, not fully. Yeah, just a little. I don't like leaving that on there. That bothers me, but I'll have to do it later.
Let it go.
But what's a Pennsylvania rye? Well, it's also known as a Monongahela rye. And they are generally very high rye with no corn or almost no corn, usually 80% rye and above. The other 20% would be malted barley, which that's interesting because Terica is a real big fan of ryes in general, but she also likes high rye bourbons, where I like rye. It's not my favorite thing ever, but I tend to like high rye bourbons, which is kind of odd.
Right. And we also both don't like high corn.
Ooh, pure corn.
Anything.
Ooh, yeah. There's a couple out there that I tried. I was like, nope, not good.
Nope.
Then we went to Mexico and got the black corn one.
Nope.
I use it to fill airlocks because it's that kind of not good. But the rye brings like spicy, peppery notes. Sometimes you can get cinnamon from it. Sometimes
And tell me what's wrong with that. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, nothing is wrong with that.
On the color?
It's a beautiful color.
It's gorgeous.
It reminds me of fall.
I don't know that they're allowed to use caramel coloring.
Which would be lovely, because I hate it when...
It would make sense that they're not allowed to. I mean, they have all these other restrictions. So how could they use caramel coloring?
What it's going to be.
And I never understood that either, because it's like, just yesterday I was drinking some Tullamore Dew, also known as Tullamore DEW, and they don't add anything to it. And it's a nice, clearer, pale color.
And
but
did that destroy your perception?
It completely ruined my impression of that whiskey. It had no bearing whatsoever.
All right. So the color's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, but the aroma is nicer.
Wow. Okay, I think I just found a new favorite whiskey.
Oh, I am already salivating.
I'm getting the peppery, spicy notes right away.
I'm just going to smell this for the rest of the video. I hope that's okay with you.
Well, it's 50% alcohol, so if you smell it long enough, you'll probably get some reaction from it.
That is just
really nice.
Delightful.
I actually got a nose burn from it, from putting my nose in. Yeah, it's 50% alcohol. That does not happen very often.
He's normally all like, I don't smell any alcohol. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of stinky.
I just got a little bit of a sting, just in my left nostril. But I get marshmallow, caramel, vanilla.
Even like a touch of
cinnamon.
Maple, maybe.
There is a tiny bit of maple in there.
And
caramel. Oh, the spice. I'm trying to determine exactly what the spice
it's like
is.
a spice combo.
Yes, but it's kind of a combo cinnamon black pepper thing.
Yeah.
That I can't place it. Like I can't put it on a specific type because it isn't there, just so you know. Like
right.
That's what your brain.
Your brain is trying to fill in. It's doing a gestalt thing where it's like, I have some vacancies here. What can I shove in there to explain what I am experiencing?
I'm getting even a little bit of like the Irish whiskey biscuit.
Oh yeah, there's the biscuit.
Not a lot, just a touch. And see, okay, we're geeking out over this, but this is how we love to do this. Years ago, before we had a channel, we used to do this. We'd buy a couple of whiskeys, come home and sit there and just talk about them and spend like an afternoon just enjoying a glass or two of whiskey. And this channel brings back those memories.
That was a good time.
Yeah, it makes me very happy. That's when I had a $4,000 or $5,000 whiskey collection.
We had.
Because every week we'd buy it on.
Not anymore.
No, now we're a little more careful about it.
But the aroma on this is all sorts of good. There is nothing wrong with that aroma.
Now, I'm going to put this in relation to some things that some of you might have actually had before. One of my favorite everyday drinker whiskeys is Wild Turkey 101. In relation to Wild Turkey 101, this is much more scent forward. The aroma comes forward a lot more. It's got more spice, more caramel, more vanilla. It's like Wild Turkey 101 plus, and then there's a few extra notes in there that just aren't in Wild Turkey.
Yep.
And that's because Wild Turkey is a bourbon, so it has the corn. This has no corn, so it's all rye, which just makes for a peppery, spicy all around. But it doesn't smell, it doesn't smell quite as sweet as Wild Turkey, but it still smells sweet for a rye.
Sure.
And I think that's the problem that I've always had with ryes is corn makes things a little sweet.
I'm ready to put that perception to the test.
Yeah. I was trying to talk to him and explain things, but sure. We'll just jump right into tasting it.
Nice try.
You know it's 50%. It's got some alcohol burn.
I had the delayed whiskey cringe there.
Yeah.
I
don't think I whiskey cringe anymore.
Like half the second beginning, I'm like, oh, it's sweet. And then everything comes rushing forward and I'm like, no, we're not sweet.
Yeah, this is on an aggression level, it's medium to medium high aggression, but not like punch you in the face. It's got some strong flavors, some strong alcohol presence, but it's not like killing you with it. The barrel char is quite prominent. The wood, the oaking is quite prominent. And that's giving it kind of the vanilla notes and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's very strong on the char, whatever barrels they use. There's a strong char wood note.
Which is probably where the color came from.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the color is. And it has to be aged 4 years, which bourbon doesn't really have a necessary amount of time in a barrel. So that's another thing. It's going to have more barrel note than your typical bourbon because it's been in the barrel for 4 years at least.
Right. Yeah. It's the wood that makes it good.
Yeah.
And now that I'm drinking it,
the spice comes
I
through.
am relating some of the aromatics to the wood, the aging.
Mm-hmm.
But the alcohol does not hide from you. It says, hello.
No.
I'm here. My tongue is kind of doing the numb thing.
The spiciness, like the peppery notes, it's more black pepper than cinnamon. Definitely has like a dull tang to the wood, which is something I get in ryes pretty often. And I get it in a lot of bottled and bonds. So there's a certain point at which I think too much oaking is too much for me.
Sure.
Personally. This is borderline on that. It's really nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm really nitpicking to find all the things that I can discuss to describe this.
Sure. I'm actually not getting as much of the peppery note as I like to get from ryes. And I feel it's the proof that's getting in the way. I feel like the alcohol is kind of numbing my senses a little bit and not allowing some of the subtleties of the rye experience to come to my palate.
We may need to try just a straight Rittenhouse Rye then.
Sure.
Because this is their bottled and bond. This is a different thing.
Sure.
The straight Rittenhouse Rye, I think, is going to be a 40%. So that's a little bit lower.
Another comparison, though, of this to Wild Turkey is that I feel like it's a much smoother experience in regards to the proof that is on it. Lots of times when you get a higher proof thing, it's kind of aggressive.
Aggressive, yeah. This is relatively smooth. Yeah.
I don't feel violated in any fashion.
Like I say, it's a medium to medium, a little over medium aggression. I'm kind of missing the sweetness of my bourbons. I have to say that. I'm missing the sweetness that corn brings. So the Pennsylvania version of rye might not be my favorite thing. I think I've only had one or two, believe it or not, even though I'm from that area. Not all that uber familiar with that.
That I share that sentiment that the one thing that comes to mind that I'm like, oh, if this had more is sweetness.
Yeah. It's funny because on the smell, it sets you up for something that's nice and rich and sweet.
Yep.
And
you get the maple caramel cotton candy.
And instead, I'm getting oak char coming through.
Yep.
It kind of reminds me, there was Jim Beam double oaked or Jim Beam devil's cut or something like that.
Yeah, that we tried and we're just like.
I didn't like it. It's not as prominent as the devil's cut, but it kind of has that. There's like a flat note that just comes through and kind of takes away from some of the good notes. It's cutting them through too much.
So in our experience as homebrewers and as spirits, enjoyers of fine spirits.
And crappy spirits, apparently.
We have noticed that oak aging tends to meld flavors and bring things together in a more neutral tone. So it kind of elevates some of the lower stuff and kind of minimizes the higher notes as far as flavor goes. I feel like I'm in agreement with Brian where this seems to have mellowed.
It took all the peaks away.
Too much.
Like, you have peaks and valleys. This just cut off all the tops and bottoms and just made it right across the middle.
And I feel like that is very specific to our palate.
Yeah.
We in general, both of us, even though we like different things, we both generally like to have punchy notes.
Yeah. I like aggressive
whether it's
whiskeys,
spice or fruit or anything. We want to be kind of aggressive and punchy, where lots of people aren't that way at all. And so if you like things to be more mellow and smooth, you may appreciate this. And for you, this might not be smooth enough.
I'm going to say, if you like mellow and smooth, this is not the one I would go for.
Right, because the proof is making it still...
It makes it harsh and aggressive, no matter how... relatively speaking. Like, if you picked a really simple... a straight bourbon would do it. A lot of Irish whiskeys, a lot of Canadian whiskeys, they're going to be smoother and easier to approach than this. Without a doubt, they're going to be. Even though they're only 10% less alcohol. That's the interesting thing. 10% total. So they're 40% instead of 50%.
Yeah.
10% less would actually be 45%, but that you know what I mean. I wanted to really love this.
I did. Me too.
I don't hate it.
No.
I think it's very good, and I think I would prefer this one on an ice ball.
That's what I was thinking about. We're not going to do that in this tasting.
Because we'd be drinking way too much whiskey today.
But we have found that whiskeys in particular, it doesn't matter what.
It's alcohol abuse.
Alcohol abuse, don't worry about it.
Lick the table.
I will lick the table.
Don't lick the table. Don't lick the table.
That's a different channel.
Don't kick the baby. That's a different channel. Oh, okay. I just caught that. I'm like, whoa. I'm not sure what channel she's referring to, but
I'm not being silly. But anything in the whiskey realm, be it a Scotch or a bourbon or whiskey anywhere around the world, has different flavors. Some of them are water soluble and some of them are amped up or turned down based on temperature. Mm-hmm. So when you add an ice cube, not just a stone, but an ice cube to a whiskey, you are going to get the best of both worlds. You're going to get some of the water-soluble notes enhanced because it is water. And you're also going to get the temperature fluctuation. And it's going, if you use an ice ball rather than an ice cube,
it's going to go slow.
It's going to morph as you enjoy it if you don't chug it.
That's something I really like to do.
And that's a really fun way to experience whiskey. And so because this one is aggressive in the alcohol, but not so much for me, at least, and you seem to have the same thing in the flavor profile.
No, the flavor profile is pretty good. It's nice.
The ice may bump some things up and turn some things down and create a different experience.
Now, something else that's important is because this is 50%, if you put this on ice, it will actually dilute just ever so slightly and make it less aggressive. And I think that's what you were trying to say, but I'm just putting it in different words, saying the same thing.
Sure.
That will make this much more approachable. I'm not saying this isn't approachable, but if you've never had whiskey before, this probably shouldn't be your first one. Just saying.
So Brian is probably going to enjoy this on an ice ball later today.
I'll probably have some, yeah.
And if we think about it, we will try to put those notes in the description. If we don't think about it, they won't be there. And that's because we were just enjoying the beverage.
Yeah. But yeah, this is one that I would probably do on ice. I've been drinking, believe it or not, Canadian Club 12 year, and it's actually quite nice. And I had some Tullamore Dew yesterday. Both of them just straight, no ice, no nothing. I'd have to say the Canadian Club 12 is probably a little bit better. But I also had some Cal Ela a couple days ago. That was nice. I have an Ardbeg 10 sitting back there from Christmas that I got to have some of too. We might have to do a Cal Ela versus Ardbeg 10. Oh. If you'd like to see us do Cal Ela versus Ardbeg 10 in a blind taste test, which that's not fair because I'll know which is which, but we can do it. Let us know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. But now we have to put a number on this, don't we?
We do.
All right. What you should be seeing on your screen right now is our numbering system, which goes from 1 through 11, because that's right, ours goes to 11. What you don't see is the 0, reserved for those things that just absolutely suck. My prediction for this is it's not a 0 and it's not an 11. I don't think it's below 5.
No.
Yeah. So I have to grade this as a whiskey, not as a...
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
this is put on your whiskey hat.
This is slightly unfair because I don't get to enjoy whiskeys that much anymore.
I drink a lot more whiskey than you do.
Because they tend to hurt me now.
Yeah.
And this is a weird thing with the aging process is sometimes that happens and it's...
She means the human aging, not the whiskey aging.
Yeah.
Although we're pretty sure it's a lot of the stuff that's in the aging process for whiskeys that's bothering her, because vodka and things like that don't seem to do it.
Nope.
So it's something to do with the tannins, something to do with the oaking.
Yeah, because I've noticed it in wines too, and so I was trying to know what's the commonality.
And a couple of rums bothered you too.
Yep. It might be a tannin thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't have my vast knowledge of whiskey
It's been a while.
available to me where I can put this in an appropriate spot. So I'm just going to blindly throw my mental dart.
How much did you enjoy it? That's what you should go for it.
I enjoyed it. It's probably going to hurt me later, but...
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
I did enjoy it.
So you ready?
I'm ready. 1,
2, 3, 7. I couldn't quite go to the great category because I think this is just very good.
Yeah, it's a rye, so...
She has a soft spot for ryes.
I do.
I really don't. I really don't. I like bourbon and I like Islay Scotch. But I like Highland Scotch. I like Irish whiskey and I like Canadian whiskey. So I kind of run the gamut.
Yeah, and I appreciate all those as well.
But rye wouldn't be in my top 5 normally.
Rye would definitely be in mine.
Exactly. But anyway, it's really good. So if you see this in the store and you like whiskey, give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Absolutely. If you've tried this particular version and you have an experience that you'd like to share, please do so in the comments below. Also, if you've tried somebody else's bottled in bond,
Oh God, there's so many.
Let us know what you thought about it in the description below as well.
Or if you want us to try it and tell you what we think of that
Not the
bottled in
description.
bond, let me know. In the
Comments.
comments, not description.
I do the description, you do the
You
comments.
do the comments, and I respond to the comments. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.
Bye-bye.